And let's begin. Start with sitting up straight. Hands on your knees, back straight, relax your shoulders, close your eyes. And start to inhale and exhale. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Gently bring your hands together. Start rubbing them together. And place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Let's start with neck rotations. Inhale as your head goes back. And exhale as it comes forward. Large circles with your neck. Now let's go in the other direction. Inhale as your head goes back. And exhale as it comes forward. Now inhale, look up, and exhale, look down. Inhale, look up, and exhale, look down. Once again, inhale, look up, exhale, look down. Come to the center and let's look from side to side. Once again, come to the center and ear to shoulder. Good. Stop the practice. Interlock your fingers together. Extend the arms up and slightly back. Stay there, extending the sides of the body. And then release the arms, right hand on left knee and twist back. Chest open, shoulders pushed back and twist. Now come back to the center and interlock your fingers together again. And extend the arms up and slightly back. And then release the arms, left hand on right knee and twist back. Again, open your chest, roll the shoulders in. Keep lifting the tailbone up. Lift the tailbone, lift the lumbar back. Lift your upper back. Roll the shoulders back. Good. And come back. Now place your hands flat on the floor in front of you. Walk forward and place the forehead, nose or chin on the floor. Slowly walk back and then place both hands on either side of the right leg, right knee, and then walk forward. Initially you'll have to adjust the camera slightly because I can't see the mats now. Yeah. Good. Now walk back and let's do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to walk the hands forward and try to get the forehead as close to the floor as you can. And let's walk back. Now place your hands flat on the floor next to you and reach out with the left hand. And then come back and then the same thing on the other side. Extend the arm out. And come back. Now extend both legs out in Upavishta Konasana. And make sure that the thighs are rolled in. There's always a tendency to extend the legs really wide apart, and then you're always sort of leaning back. So keep the legs only to that distance where you can actually sit up without any support. Yeah. And then place your hands on the floor in front of you and walk forward. And in Nisha's house, you guys can actually try to walk your hands up the other person's back. Like try to touch the other person's back. Yeah, see how far up. Yeah, and push that person in front of you, push that person forward. Help them. In like pushing forward and increasing the stretch. Good. And walk back. And now bend your left leg in. Extend the left hand up and gently to the right side. Keep your chest open. Relax your groin. There's a tendency to really tighten the groin when you do this. So relax your groin, relax your abdomen. Elbows straight. Really take the hand back. You're bringing the hand forward. Take it back. Keep it close to the ear. Bicep close to the ear. Now come back. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left leg out, right leg in. Extend the right hand up and out to the side. Stay there. Yeah, and again, remember the elbow has to be straight. The right elbow has to be straight. The stretch is for the right side of the body. So the more you activate this right hand, the better it is for the stretch on the right side. Otherwise, you're just falling to the left side. Now come back. Good. And then very quickly, just take your Baddha Konasana. So you're going to try to get the heels as close to the groin. Hold the toes with both hands. And then try to get your belly button gently closer and closer to your feet. Just gently. Don't make it like a very hard and aggressive pull. Keep a gentle pull towards your feet. Nikita, you also try to come forward. Yeah, and then come back. Good. Now let's come on all fours. Hands on the floor, knees on the floor. And let's start with the tiger breathing. So inhale, push your belly button to the floor, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Once again, inhale, look up. And exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Come back to your base position, start your wrist stretches. So you're going to turn your arms around until the hands face you. Yeah, and then turn them back. Turn the hands round and bring them back. And continue this movement. Yeah. And then stop with both hands facing you. Start to rock back and forth. Yeah. And side to side. Good. Stop the practice. Bring your hands back to their original positions. Place the toes on the floor and gently lift your tailbone up. Do not straighten the knees. You're just lifting the tailbone up, trying to get the abdomen close to the thighs. Keep the knees as bent as possible. Don't worry about straightening the knees. Right now, you're just pushing the hands into the floor and pushing the tailbone away from the hands. Imagine that the tailbone is away from the hands. Hands are pushing into the floor. And then you start to straighten one leg and then the other leg. And you're gently just walking in place. And then straighten both legs. And then stay here. Keep rolling the thighs in. Yeah. Now inhale, bring the right leg forward in between the hands. Place the left knee on the floor. Push the hips down and rock from side to side. Yeah, you're rocking from side to side. The foot is on the outside. It's on the outside of the right leg. So Satya, you need to move that foot to the right side. Yeah, Good. Now, place your elbows on the floor. Keep rocking the hip, sort of like gently side to side, maybe forward and back, trying to open that hip. Yeah, good. And then place your hands on the floor. Hands on the floor where your elbows were. And now, straighten both legs. Keep your hands planted on the floor as you straighten both legs. Yeah, make sure your right hip is not pointing out. The right hip should remain like pulled into the body. Both hips are squared. And it's important to keep your hands on the floor. Don't straighten the legs if you cannot, but keep the hands on the floor and straighten only as much as you can. Good. Now bring the knee back onto the floor, the left knee. And then take the right leg back. And bring the left leg forward on the outside of the left hand. Then place the right knee on the floor and start to rock from side to side. Yes. And then bring your elbows down on the floor also. And stay here, relax your groin. If you have tightness in the groin and in your hips, you'll feel that this is really difficult for you. So that's when you really have to gently move from side to side, forward and backward, gently trying to open the hips rather than just like forcing the hips to open. Good. Now place your hands on the floor and then straighten both legs. And again, the hands on the floor is more important, so you have to keep your hands planted and then straighten the legs. And if the legs don't straighten up, that's okay. You keep the left leg bent, but you keep trying to feel that stretch on the hamstrings. There has to be some sort of stretch on the hamstrings. Good. Knees, back knee on the floor. And go back into your downward dog. Now bring the right leg forward in between the hands and then left leg forward in between the hands and stay here. Allow the top of the head to face the floor, arms just dangling. Stay here. And then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, you're going to roll yourself up to a standing position. Good. Let's start with the Surya Namaskars. We're going to do 12 Surya Namaskars today. Come to the front of your mat. Hands in the Namaskar Mudra. And let's begin. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward, place your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, take the right leg back. Exhale, left leg back. Hold your breath, knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale, all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale, take your hands all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. This is the 10th one. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Last one. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Good job. Go into your child's pose. Relax. If you have a block, place it under your forehead for additional rest. Rest your hips also. Nikita, sit back on your heels. Yes, sit back on the heels, widen the knees. Allow the forehead to sink down. Yeah, allow the forehead to sink down. Allow the arms to just sort of walk forward and relax. All right, now come into your downward dog. Come into the downward dog, push the wrists into the floor. The wrists are like the heels of the hands. So push those wrists into the floor. Push the outer edge of both hands into the floor. And then push the mounds of the fingers into the floor. And also take your awareness to your toes and push the toes into the mat as though you want to push the mat back with the toes. So the entire base of your posture should be very firm. And from here, you're going to start to walk forward, small steps. So walk forward with the right leg and then the left leg, and you're going to walk forward until you are in your Uttanasana. And even here, you're going to stay on your toes and lift the heels up and sort of allow the body weight to be on your hands. It's like you're pushing the hands down and keeping your body weight lifted. As though you're going to be falling forward, but it's the hands that keep you from falling. Now slowly walk back again. So small steps, you're walking back into your downward dog. So basically, you are gradually placing your body weight on the hands and then gradually taking it away. So once again, you're going to walk forward and feel how as the closer you get to the hands, the more your hands become active. Arms become more and more active. They're supposed to become more and more active. It's like your body weight is falling forward and your hands are just planted into the floor, lifting your body up. Then slowly you're going to walk back again and go into your downward dog, and again feel how the body weight sort of eases off of the hands when you walk back. Yeah. One more time, everybody walk forward. Nikita, don't take a break. Yeah, walk forward. Yeah. Yes. Good. Very nice. Okay, and walk back. Walk back. Walk back into your downward dog. And rest in your child's pose. Rest in your child's pose. Good. Knees on the floor. Okay. Now, if you guys come up and just watch once, okay? So someone had raised this question, or I was explaining this to somebody, and I want to explain it to all of you guys. See, when you talk about building, increasing anything, increasing your flexibility or your strength, okay? And you're talking in terms of yoga, because yoga is basically the only thing I can talk about. When you, in yoga, if you want to increase your flexibility, this will not help you. It will help you very little. The amount of effort you're going to put into this and the output is going to be very little. Okay? Say my final posture is this. Okay? I want to get here. This is not going to help me so much. This is kind of maybe just warming up something, hamstrings, maybe the back. What will help me is if I bend my knees and then try to push the knees back while keeping the hands on the floor. So I try to do whatever is possible. If this is my final posture, I try to do whatever I can. I can at least put my hands on the floor, and I can, even if I bend my knees, and then I can start to like sort of push back. And not like just like sort of bounce, but I try to push and keep that constant pressure. Okay, so today I keep a constant pressure here, my body opens up a little bit. Tomorrow I'll keep a little bit more, and then like that eventually you'll get to your final posture. Okay, so this is not gonna help. And also, like right now I've noticed the approach, like several practitioners. So a lot of you are just stopping here, okay, for whatever reason, you know. But this is where we want you to come, and let's say you're unable to come here and you must bend your knees. That's totally fine. Okay, because eventually this is the Uttanasana. But some of you are doing this. Now your hands are not resting, feet are not resting, you know, so you have to look at postures like that. Like if you're looking at increasing your flexibility and increasing your strength, you have to work on holding the posture for a longer time in whichever variation you can. You know, so if I want to improve my Uttanasana, I have to hold it like this, if this is the best I can do. If I do this, this is not the Uttanasana, and therefore this movement is not going to help me in attaining the Uttanasana. The same thing happens with any posture. So even if it's the headstand, which is what we're going to be building up to today, even if it's the headstand, just like jumping, is not going to help you in holding it for a longer time. What will help you is to understand the position that your body is supposed to be in and trying to hold it for a longer time. Not everybody can do a full headstand, but till wherever you can go, you go there and you try to hold it for a long time. Not everybody, like even with the downward dog, I see a lot of you guys doing this. Okay, now this is not good. It will help you marginally. It may help you, but very little. What will help you is, even if you're here and you're actually pushing, let's say, I can't let's say, bend my shoulders, but I'm just kind of like holding to the maximum and just staying there. That's what's going to help me in my downward dog. Does that make sense? If it does, can you give me a thumbs up? If you have any questions, okay, if you have any questions, raise your hands. Okay, now can I see your downward dog again? Everybody downward dog. Yeah, so everybody can do the downward dog. Even menstruating ladies can do the downward dog. Everybody can do it. Yeah, good. So Nidhi, that's great. Satya, that's great. Good. Very nice. Now everybody's done it really well. Okay, knees on the floor, rest. Rest in your Vajrasana. Then we're going to do the Uttanasana. So for instance, Nisha, I've seen that you've improved a lot, from the beginning when you first came to class to now. And I think it's because of this, because I haven't seen you doing like these small jerky movements. I've always seen you trying to hold the posture in whatever way you can and for a longer time. And as a result, like today I can see that improvement, So for everybody, that's how to do it. These small jerky movements may in the long run also lead to injury. And if there's an improvement, it'll be very marginal. So try not to do that. Try to like push yourself to do as much as you can, whether it's the knees bent, elbows bent, whatever, but try to hold it for a longer time. So now I want you guys to do your Uttanasana. Now in the Uttanasana, now once again come into your downward, into your chaturanga, into your plank. Once again, plank. Now, place the left hand right under your face and come into your side plank. So we had done the side plank with Suzanne also. You could use the right foot as support for your plank, for your side plank if you need help in the balance. Nidhi, keep the hand on the waist, the opposite hand on the waist, and push the hips up. Push your hips up, everybody. Okay, come back down. And then right hand under the face and then turn to the left side and go up into your side plank and lift the hips up. Hips should not sag down. Keep lifting the hips up. Hand flat on the floor. Good. And then come down. And again, knees on the floor and sit in your Vajrasana. Sit back in your Vajrasana. Stay. Okay. Now, sort of like how you prepare for the base of your headstand, you're going to hold your elbows and then make a little tripod. And we're not going into the headstand right now. You're going to come into your plank. So the fingers are clasped to each other. Elbows are sort of closed right under your shoulders. And you're going to extend the legs back and come into your plank. You're pushing the elbows down. You're pushing the upper arms down. And hold this. Roll the thighs in. The lower body should be like Tadasana. So you're like really straightening those legs. Hips are straight and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Knees on the floor, relax in your child's pose. Relax again. Child's pose. And really relax those arms also. If you put your forehead on a block, then your arms will relax a little bit more. It gives those shoulders a little more space to kind of spread out and relax. Now, once again, come into the same position. Elbows are on the floor. The arms are on the floor. And then come into your plank. Hips are down. And then take the right knee and see how close to your tricep you can bring it. And take it back. And then left. Same with the left knee. And take it back. And do this 5 times on both sides. So really work those sides. You have to use your core. There's a lot of flexibility required in this also. 5 times on one side, 5 times on the other. Do your best. The guys who join new students, try your best. There's the elbows closer. Your elbows are too far apart. Yeah. Yep. Can you feel it on the sides? If you can, give me a thumbs up if you could feel that the sides were working. Okay, good. Good. All right. Cool. Now, one more thing, because I really want you guys to like stimulate the abs before we go into the headstand. One more thing we're going to do now is this. We've done it in class before. So you're going to come into the plank and then you're going to take the right knee to the right elbow and then slide it down to the wrist. It's not coming all the way down. It's still up off of the floor. Slide it back to the elbow and bring it back. Same thing on the left side. Touch the left elbow, come down and then go back up and then go back. So at all times your hips should be lifted. If you allow the hips to collapse, then that's just tiring your body. It's not using the core strength. So keep your hips lifted and begin. Start. You're going to do this, let's say 3 times on each side. Just take the arms further out. Your arms are like this close. You keep the arms slightly out. Yes, like that. Yes. Satya, don't lift the hips up. When you go back, do not lift the hips up. Very nice. Nikita, try your best. And Nikita, you have to bring your shoulders right on top of your wrists. Yeah, right on top of the wrists. See, a lot of you tend to do this. Especially when you're going back and forth, when you're here and you go back, you tend to do this because you feel it gives you some sort of respite. Actually, it does. It takes away the pressure from the arms, so you feel like there's a rest. But the proper form for this is straight, shoulders are right on top of the wrists, and here and back, and here and back. See, only the legs work. It's like the rest of the body is stationary, nothing else moves. So when I have to bring this down, the hip comes down, hip goes up and goes back. Okay, so you notice the difference? Can I see everybody doing that again? The body remains stationary, only the leg moves. 2 times on each side. Yes, good. Good. Very nice. Okay. And now one last drill before we start the sirsasana is you're going to come into your Uttanasana, the best variation of Uttanasana that you can get. Okay. So if you have to bend your knees, that's also fine. But I want your palms to be on the floor. Okay. And then you're going to start touching the toes to the wrists 5 times on each side. Just watch once. So I'm going to lift my right leg up, touch the right like hand with it, arm with it. Left arm, right arm, left arm. So try this 5 times on each side. It's not as easy as it looks. You really do have to use your core, but try your best. Hands flat on the floor. It's going to make it easier for you if the hands are flat on the floor. And you can bend your knees, bend the knees and start. Try your best. Monica, try your best, whatever you can do. Yeah, Nidhi, that's very good. Very nice. Good. All right. Okay. Now, how many have done the headstand before? Can you raise your hands if you've done the headstand before? Okay. All right. Headstand even with a wall support before. Has anyone done it? Who has done it? Okay. So Rennie, you've not done the headstand. Nikita, you haven't done. And Monica, you also haven't done the headstand, right? Okay. All right. So those of you, let's say Nisha, you can take a wall. Satya, you can also take a wall and go up into the headstand. Okay, use whatever the variation that you like because you guys know how to do it. Everybody else, we're going to continue with the drills. So everybody can do these drills. Satya, Nisha, you have any questions? Roll up your mat, go against a wall, go up. Yeah? Okay. Now, everybody else, you're going to kneel down on the floor and then hold hold your biceps with the hands. Okay? Then you're going to place your elbows on the floor, and Tejasvi, you can also do this. Yeah. You can place your elbows on the floor and then release the arms and interlock your fingers together and place your hands on the floor also. Nikita, do it as we speak. Yeah, do it as we speak. Okay? Now, everybody keep pushing the wrists into the floor. Keep pushing your upper arms into the floor. You really need to get that tight. Everybody has to get that tight. You cannot allow your elbows to go out. That's going to happen with most of you. So, to prevent that from happening, move both elbows 1 centimeter in. Because the elbows will roll out for everybody. Yeah. Now, knees on the toes on the floor, and you're going to lift the knees up. And keep pushing your head away from the floor. This is like the dolphin posture. So you're going to keep pushing the elbow elbow into the floor and the head away from the floor. Cultivate that strength. Push those heels down so that you can lengthen the tailbone even more. And hold for as long as you can. Yes, knees on the floor, relax in your Vajrasana again. Relax in the Vajrasana. Okay. Now, if you could come closer to the camera and watch. So, we're gonna do this. Okay, we've done the base of the headstand. Now you're actually going to place the top of the head on the floor, back of the head cradling the hand. Okay? So the back of my head is in between my hands. I'm actually holding the back of my head. Top of the head comes on the floor. But you have to make sure that you're still pushing the elbows down so that it's just a gentle touch. It's not like I'm pushing my head down. No. It's a very gentle touch, like very gentle. It shouldn't even feel like you have your head on the floor. It should feel like there's something on top of your head. It should be that light. So just watch once, okay? So I'm here, I'm doing this. Gently, I'm placing the top of my head on the floor. Then I'm pushing my shoulders away. So most of you will do this. No, you have to push your shoulders away. And then we're going to lift the knees up and walk forward. Stay here for a count of 5. Keep pushing the shoulders up. Count of 5, and then you're going to come back and you're going to go into your child's pose. Yeah? Everybody do that. So, Nisha, what would work for you is if you take a little gap from the wall and then try to go up. Okay, because then you'll be able to like sort of land with your feet on the wall. So everybody try this. Tejasvi, you can also do this. Because we're not staying up for a very long time. So even you can do this, yeah. Yes, very good. Yeah, good. Those of you who can do the 5 counts, then you can relax on the floor. Very good, Nisha. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Awesome. Okay. Alright, try it once again. Try once again. Same thing, try it again. Yeah, good, Monica. Very nice. Everybody push your shoulders back. Yeah, very nice. Good. Good. Okay. Now, everybody, knees on the floor. Do you feel when you come up into the headstand, these little drills that we do you feel that you're using your abs? Are you engaging your core? If yes, give me a thumbs up. If you feel that you're using your core. If you feel you're not using your, who is not using the core? Can you raise your hand? You're not using your core. Yeah. Okay, so that is the first thing that we need to fix before you start coming up in headstand. Okay, so we have a little bit more time, and now Satya and Nisha, you guys can also join us. Okay, and Tejasvi, you can also do this. So see, the new students, you will have to eventually learn how to use the core. It's like when you lift the knees up, imagine that somebody is pulling the tailbone up. Okay, how would that feel? It would feel like the sides of your body are extended up. Yeah? So now the next drill that we're going to do, now the new students have an option. If it looks too tough, don't do it. Okay? But if you want to try, go ahead and do it. So watch. You're going to come into the same position, the dolphin. And you're lifting the legs up. Now notice how my heels are up. I'm not trying to keep my heels down. I am lifting my heels up, pushing my elbows into the floor, and then you're going to take one leg up and hold it here. And then bring it down. Left leg up and hold. And when it goes up, I keep lifting up like I want to reach the ceiling with this leg. And I do the same thing again with the right. Really lift it up as though you want to touch the ceiling with it. Okay? This is another way to use the core, because when you lift the leg up, it is the thighs which are going to try to reach the ceiling. Yeah? So try this. Satya and Nisha, you guys should also try this without the wall support. Tejasvi, you can also do this. You just don't stay up for too long. Okay? Everybody else, try to stay up. Try to feel that lift up. Push your shoulders up, away from your ears. Rennie, that's very good. Yes. Yeah, one leg, then the other leg. One leg, then the other leg. Just say head on the floor. You're going in full head, like head on the floor, and then do this. 5 times on one side, 5 times on the other. Good. Yeah, Stuti and Smriti, that's very good. Very nice. Nice, good. Good, okay. Now, tripod headstand, okay? And again, the new students, this is just an experiment for you. The old students, I expect that you're getting more comfortable with this. Tejasvi, you're not going to do this because we're going to hold this for as long as possible. So you're going to place your elbows on the floor, same. Just like for the headstand. Hands on the floor, okay? But watch. Now, I'm going to place the top of my head on the floor like I would for regular headstand. Then take my hands where my elbows were. So now my head and my hands are making a little bit of like a triangle. And then I lift my knees up. And then rest one knee on the elbow and then the other knee on the other elbow. And keep pushing the shoulders up. Okay? So, play around with this. The new guys, you play around with it. Old students, I expect that you now are able to do this. Just so you could just continue with your headstand, walking forward, walking back. Or you could even rest. That's totally fine also. Yeah. And if you want to rest, you can rest in your child's pose. Nobody else is allowed to rest. Either the tripod or do any of the drills that we've seen. Nikita, that's very good. Yes. Once you're in the tripod, you hold it. Yeah. Very good. Nikita, lengthen the neck by pushing the shoulders up. Up, away from your ears. Yeah. Nidhi, your elbows, your hands should be where your elbows are. Tripod. Hands on the floor. Head on the floor, hands on the floor. Yes. Okay. Now, come down. Everybody come down. Now, Satya, you're going to stop using that wall behind you for the tripod. Okay? Stop using. Now you can do it on the floor without anything behind you. It's okay. Yeah? Okay. Now, just like the closing asana is your kakasana. Because we worked on your abs so much and because we've done, like a lot of arm work also, try this. This is just a fun pose for the day. In fact, maybe this is your homework also. Okay, you send me a picture of your best version of the kakasana. So for kakasana, you're going to squat down first. Everybody do it together. This is the fun posture of the day. But I expect the older students to give it a good shot and a lot of you to even do it. Okay, hands on the floor. So older students like Nisha and Satya, I expect that you'll be able to do it. Tejasvi, I expect that you'll be able to do it. Okay, hands on the floor. And now start to lift your heels up. Lean forward with your knees on your elbows and bend your elbows. Bend the elbows. Try to get the face as close to the floor as you can. Yeah. And several times, the new guys who've never done kakasana before, just sink back and come forward. Sink back and come forward. Both knees are stuck to the triceps. Come forward, go back. Come forward and go back. Yes. And now, the older students come up, lift the right leg up and lift the left leg up and stay. Stay. Nisha, look forward. Don't look down. Look forward. Nidhi, very good. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Good. Satya, see now, once again your elbows are, your shoulders are so far away. You're trying to do the kakasana like this. You have to bend and then you can sit. So the more you push yourself away, the more difficult it is to balance. The more the elbows are bent, the closer you are to the floor, the easier it is to balance. Yeah? So bring your shoulders closer to the floor. Nisha, Tejasvi, Nidhi and Satya, you guys should be able to do this now. Yep. Nice. Tuti and Smriti, very good. Very nice. Okay, relax guys, relax. Yeah, you guys, Satya and Nisha, you have to get used to coming closer. It's like, you're coming closer and only then you'll be able to lift. You guys are trying to stay here and then trying to lift. See, if you want to keep your elbows straight, you have to come this far forward, right? I mean, that's how much I'm sinking down if my elbows are straight. You have to get used to staying like nose is 1 inch off of the floor. And then you lift one leg up and then you lift the other leg up. Like that. Yeah. Okay, come down. Come down. Lie down on the back. Yeah, lie down on the back. We're just going to do one more thing before we go into Shavasana. So, lie down on the back. Once just the Chatush Padasana. You're going to bend your knees and grab your ankles. Again, everybody can do this. Yeah, back of the neck, long. If you're able to grab your ankles, that's great. If you're not able to grab the ankles, you place the hands on the floor. And now start to lift the hips up. Lift the hips up. Tuck the shoulders under your back, bringing the shoulder blades closer to each other. Lift the hips up more. Lift the middle back up more. Between the shoulder blades, lift that spine up even more. Thighs are rolled in. Feet are flat on the floor. And then come down. Hug your right knee into the chest. And extend the left leg out on the floor. And really keep that right knee tucked in tight. Because that's going to extend it's going to relax the lower back. And then left leg in. And extend the right. Good. And then release both legs and go into your Shavasana. Hands out, elbows hands open to the ceiling. And relax. Now slowly start to let your body completely sink into the floor. Actually feel that heaviness of the body. With every exhalation, you should feel more and more heavy. See if you can feel the mat under you. Maybe your hands are on the floor. Can you feel the floor under your arms? The back of the head touching the floor. Gently prepare yourself to come out of your Shavasana. So you're going to start to move your fingers and your toes. Rotate your feet a little bit so that the ankles get stimulated also. Make fists of your hands And really extend the arms also. And then start to move your face from side to side so that you stimulate the neck and the shoulders. Move the shoulders up to the ears, down to the toes, up to the ceiling, back into the floor. And then gently you're going to turn to the right side of your body and try to get comfortable on the right side. And then with your left hand, bring yourself up into any comfortable seated meditative asana. Sit with your back straight, your shoulders relaxed, your eyes closed. Bring your hands together in the Namaskar Mudra. Start rubbing your hands together and place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Thank you. Let me unmute you guys and explain the assignment again.